Hello, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about during pregnancy physiology. So, what is the change during the pregnancy in our body physiology? So, in this video, we will shortly review about the pregnancy and overview of the biochemistry. This is a female and it is pregnant. A morning sickness is the sign of the pregnancy in the early sign, and in this way a morning sickness can be possible but unknown. It can be insulin resistance and change environment, internal body physiology, and defense mechanism will enhance for combating the pathogen and stay healthy. Change blood pH also trigger the morning sickness, while nausea and vomiting in morning is more common cases. Let's understand about the affected organ. So the stomach will digest more protein due to the more production of enzyme and synthesis of enzyme. Pancreas produce the insulin but also the glucagon for catabolism. Liver used for the gluconeogenesis to produce more glucose. Large intestine work for the absorption more and small intestine as well and digestion more. Remember, let's understand about in the blood circulatory system what will be happen and endocrine system. This is the heart and the lungs, the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation will increase. The heartbeat elevation for the requirement of the nutrient to the fetus will more. Oxygen consumption and the carbon dioxide exhalation will more due to the catabolism and increase the totally metabolism. Intake of food will increase for absorption of certain nutrients for consume to the fetus as well as in our own body. Pancreas stimulate to increase insulin, but the insulin will resist to bind with the cell, but the glucagon will alternative form alternate of the insulin to produce and target to the several tissue. Pancreas transient insulin resistance will trigger the glucose production from the liver and more glucagon will produce, and in this way the glucagon will release the glucose while the peripheral insulin resistance will enhance will lead to IGF-1 production due to the growth hormone increase. Later we will discuss also. The glycogenolysis will trigger due to the glucagon, and in this way, this is the basically, catabolism, and the gluconeogenesis lead to produce more glucose. Lipolysis and ketogenesis will increase the free fatty acid (LDL). The peripheral insulin resistance will trigger increase the muscle catabolism to produce amino acid, and this amino acid and amino acid produce. Well, remember that things basically the amino acid will increase the glucose and amino acid, and the gluconeogenesis will trigger in the liver when the amino acid go, and LDL will enhance, so the hyperlipidemia will occur. The more urea excretion due to metabolism of proteins, and in this way the more water required for the excretion. That is why the polydipsia can be possible. The fetus decrease the peripheral blood flow due to the vasoconstriction of the peripheral blood circulatory system, while the vasodilation near the fetus site and provide the blood to circulation to provide all nutrients for fetus required growth and development, and too much energy is the fetal demand. So that is why the all energy will transmit into the fetal site. Increase the uterine blood flow for the vasodilation of the uterine wall to provide nourishment more for the fetus stability. And the placenta will produce estrogen and progesterone, and this estrogen and progesterone will trigger the lipogenesis and this energy reserve and increase and adipose to be mobilized during the late gestation and lactation of milk, and in this way during the pregnancy the mammary gland development will increase. In this way, your breast will increase due to the pregnancy time. And during the fasting time for the pregnant woman will trigger the muscle and liver to gluconeogenesis and ketogenesis and lipolysis. Remember, this is the major part is the glandular structure is the liver will provide the LDL more while the HDL decrease. In this way, increased circulation of the lipids is known as the hyperlipidemia can be occur. But the liver also produce the alternative form of the glucose is known as the ketogenesis, and these ketones will produce beta hydroxybutyrate is major and ketonic acid and acetone as well as glyceraldehyde. These ketones is not requiring the insulin for the metabolism in the cell. So in this way, insulin resistance will not affect in the later time of the pregnancy. Stimulation for growth hormone in the hypothalamus to trigger to produce the growth hormone somatostatin, which the target to the muscle, and the growth hormone will increase the IGF-1 in the liver for the glycogenesis in the later, but it is also glycogenolysis and bone development. For digestive system, increase enzyme production, a more digestion and more absorption of nutrients, more metabolism than usual. And in this, the glucose, amino, and fat will increase but resist to the peripheral part of the mother. But circulation to the fetus is important. So that is why insulin resistant in mother, but the fetus insulin will sensitivity of insulin will more for absorption of glucose in the fetal cell. So fetal cell prefer more glucose to develop, thus fetus require growth and development. So that is why. I hope you make sense about these physiological changes. Basically, it is just normally understand what is the difference between the non-pregnant woman and the pregnant woman. I hope you make sense about that. This was the little short video about during pregnancy physiology. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video for this time. Bye. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share.